9 things you must give up to be rich. Do you want to achieve wealth? So get ready to make some significant changes to your financial mindset and behavior. In this exciting adventure to prosperity, I will reveal 9 key things you must give up to make your way to true wealth. From transforming the way you view your purchases to freeing yourself from the fear of failure, you will discover how to overcome obstacles and build a path to a prosperous financial life. Get ready to change your perspective and be on your way to financial greatness. Let's go straight to point number 1. You must give up seeing your purchases only as simple money spent. When you seek to be rich, you must change your mindset regarding purchases. Instead of viewing each purchase as an expense, you should start viewing them as investments. This means that you must consider the long-term value of your purchases and see how they can generate returns or profits in the future. Example: imagine that you are thinking of buying a new cell phone. Instead of just thinking about the price you will pay at the time of purchase, you should consider how this phone can improve your productivity, help you connect with job opportunities, or increase your efficiency at work. Viewing it as an investment will help you better assess whether it is really worth the expense and will provide significant long-term benefits. Number 2. You must give up the whims of life. The whims and unnecessary expenses can be obstacles on the path to wealth. Giving them up means being disciplined and prioritizing your long-term financial goals over immediate desires for gratification. This doesn't mean you should deprive yourself of all the things you enjoy, but you should be selective and conscious of your spending, focusing on those that will really get you closer to your goals. Example: suppose you are tempted to buy a luxury car just to impress others, even though you have a car in good condition. Giving up the whim means resisting the temptation and keeping your focus on saving and investing that money in assets that generate passive income or help you develop your own business. Number 3. You must give up underestimating the cost. One of the common mistakes in the pursuit of wealth is underestimating the costs associated with the goals and projects you undertake. It is important to consider not only the direct financial cost, but also the resources, time, and effort required. By underestimating costs, you risk running out of resources before you reach your goals. Example: imagine that you are planning to start your own business. If you underestimate costs, you may run out of funds in the early stages and not be able to cover operating expenses or investments needed to grow the business. To avoid this, it is essential to carry out a thorough analysis of the costs involved and ensure that you have an adequate margin for unforeseen events or contingencies. Number 4. You must quit your job. This point may seem contradictory, but it actually refers to giving up the mentality of being employed all your life. While having a steady job can provide a regular income, true wealth often comes from generating multiple sources of income and being in control of your own finances. Quitting your job implies looking for entrepreneurial opportunities and generating additional income through personal projects, investments, or your own business. Example: let's say you have a full-time job, but you also have graphic design skills. Instead of relying solely on your job to generate income, you can start offering graphic design services online in your spare time. Over time, you can build a client base and turn it into an additional source of income. This mindset of giving up relying solely on one job will allow you to diversify your sources of income and increase your potential for long-term wealth. Number 5. You must give up unnecessary debts. Debt can be a significant financial burden and can get in the way of your path to wealth. Giving up unnecessary debt is essential to increase your chances of financial success. This means avoiding taking on debt from impulse purchases or non-essential spending and working to pay off any existing debt as quickly as possible. Example: suppose you are considering buying a new car and you have the option of financing it through a loan. If you give up unnecessary debt, you may choose to save up and buy the car with cash instead of taking on additional debt. In this way, you would avoid paying interest and free yourself from the burden of having to make monthly payments. 6. You must give up the scarcity mentality. The scarcity mentality refers to the belief that resources are limited and that there is not enough to go around. This mindset can lead to ungenerous and quick-win behaviors without considering that the results are almost always long-term. To be wealthy, you must give up this mindset and embrace an abundance mindset, focusing on generating value and building strong relationships. Example: imagine you have an online business and are considering collaborating with other entrepreneurs in your industry. If you have a scarcity mentality, you might see others as competitors and try to win at all costs, even at the expense of others. Instead, by giving up this mindset and adopting an abundance mindset, you can look for opportunities for collaboration and mutual growth, which in the long run can lead to greater financial benefits for all. 7. You must give up the fear of failure. Fear of failure can paralyze you and prevent you from taking the risks necessary to achieve wealth. To be successful, you must give up this fear and be willing to learn from your mistakes and failures. Failure is a natural part of the learning and growing process, and by overcoming fear, you will be open to new opportunities and experiences that can lead to wealth. Example: suppose you have an innovative business idea, but you are afraid to launch it due to fear of failure. If you let go of that fear, you can take action, learn from potential mistakes, and adjust your strategy along the way. Even if you face some initial failures, the learning process will help you improve and increase your chances of long-term success. 8. You should give up instant gratification. Instant gratification refers to seeking immediate gratification without considering the long-term consequences. To be wealthy, you need to give up this mindset and adopt a long-term goal-oriented approach. This means postponing gratification and making financial decisions based on future benefits rather than just immediate gratifications. Example: suppose you have the opportunity to spend a large amount of money on a luxurious vacation right now. However, if you forego instant gratification, you could choose to invest that money in assets that generate long-term passive income, such as real estate or stock market investments. Although it may be tempting to indulge in a luxurious vacation right away, foregoing instant gratification will allow you to build a stronger financial future. 9. You must give up the employee mentality and think like an investor. This involves looking at financial opportunities from a business perspective, evaluating the risks and rewards, and looking for ways to grow your money through strategic investments. Example: instead of just saving money in a bank account, you can give up the employee mindset and think like an investor. You could research different investment options, such as stocks, real estate, or growth businesses, and make informed decisions about where to place your funds to maximize long-term growth potential. In conclusion, by giving up instant gratification, the employee mentality, and complacency, you'll be laying a solid foundation for wealth by making more strategic financial decisions and maintaining a focus on steady growth. These actions will enable you to build a more prosperous financial future and achieve your long-term wealth goals. Remember that achieving wealth takes time, effort, and perseverance. By relinquishing these limiting patterns and adopting a growth mindset and financial strategy, we will be taking significant steps toward realizing our financial goals and creating a solid foundation for a prosperous financial life.